Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Kotaku. Now, this was written by Ian Walker. Now, I want to start out. I don't normally cover an article like this, relating to video games or anything like that. But there's a whole political aspect to this, which is where I tend to, focus my attention on when it comes to creating my content. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm an old school gamer. I mean, first-person shooters, old school Grand Theft Auto all the way up to Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been gaming for a good chunk of my life. And as someone, unlike Ian here, who's a millennial little shitbrick, who's actually lived through the Cold War and went to the Soviet Union when it was, went to the USSR when Russia was still the USSR. This former Soviet Union. Got to see things that they did firsthand on the note of propagandizing and indoctrination and stuff like that, because you're there, all right, they let you in because they think that they can maybe influence you, even when you're on a school trip like when I was in the 8th grade. I have a degree in history. I've studied history. I've studied the Cold War. I think I have a better clue than little Ian Walker here. Anyway, look at the title here. Call of Duty trailer recklessly promotes far-right conspiracy theory. Since when is historical fact far-right conspiracy theory? Oh, that's right. When it exposes the left Marxist bullshit and shows how the infiltration that has led to them, all right, happened. Because that's what Yuri Bezmenov warned us about. And what happened was with the fall of the Iron Curtain and the USSR and the Berlin Wall, basically the fall of communism on the note of the Soviet communism, because we still have China and North Korea and some other little shitbag countries, with tin pot dictators like Cuba. I'm not saying it's a bad country. I'm just saying because of the people running it, it's a little shitbum, communist country. But you have the fall of that. So you have all these people embedded within education. You have them embedded within the government. You have them embedded within, like education. When I say that, I mean like on the note of like your K through 12 type of idea. Then you have them in academia, which would be like your college type of thing. And they bring more people into the fold, whether they are willing participants or they're just brainwashed idiots. And that's how it's spread. And now that that's being exposed in a video games trailer, they're freaking out. The left is freaking out. I mean, there's another article I'm going to be doing that they're trying to be like compare, because they added Ronald Reagan to the game and they're trying to compare Reagan to Trump and the idea of black ops that were going on back then during the Cold War, which both sides participated in. I'm not saying they're right, but they're trying to make it sound like the U.S. was the only country operating doing black ops, which, are extra legal, extrajudicial, as in neither apply. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this little shipwreck Ian's article here, because he deserves to be called out for this one. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's debut trailer, which has already attracted controversy. Oh, you mean the controversy when the CCP freaked out and Activision had to cut out one little section of Tienanmen Square? Is that what you're talking about for controversy? Oh, that's right. You don't want to go into actual detail about that and show how communist authoritarian regimes are fucking scumbags, with guns. You don't want to show how they basically, made Activision cuck for those Chinese dollars. Asshole. So anyway, has attracted a lot of controversy, gives a lot of airtime to Soviet defector Yuri Bezmenov and his views. Views which have, in recent years, become a dangerous rallying cry for far-right conspiracy theories and the people who peddle them. What the hell are you talking about? He is literally talking about, which has been proven through declassified KGB files, what he talks about is literally what they would do to a country to take it over. So what the hell are you talking about, Ian? Conspiracy theories. Don't you mean conspiracy fact? It's literally a fact. That's what he said. What he was explaining was how the Soviets went about corrupting and co-opting and taking over a country. Yet it's a conspiracy theory. Okay. And this idea of, in recent years, you do realize that this was kind of common knowledge when I was a kid. You know, this was something without the internet. We knew that the Soviet Union wanted to do things like this. You know, you go, oh, the Red Scare wasn't real. Turns out it was. You all try to blame McCarthy for it, going into Hollywood when he never did. That was the House, and he was a member of the Senate. Irony is, McCarthy found Soviet agents, we'll say, you know, assets and allies in the United States military and academia. We're not talking just like people with political views. We're talking about people who were basically on the KGB's payroll, on the USSR's payroll here. Which backs up this even more because they had their infiltrators. But no. Oh, far-right conspiracy theories. Anyway, the teaser which was released last week to hype up the more recent reveal interspecies stock... Wait a minute. Oh, intersperses. Why did I say interspecies? Wow. Intersperses stock footage of major world events with a 1984 interview of Bezmenov, who claimed to have been an informant for the KGB before defecting to the United States. He never fucking said that, you lying sack of shit. He was a KGB agent. Holy shit, he says he worked for the KGB as an agent. He was in India as part of his KGB duties. You would think this little shitbrick would at least watch the interview in question. Oh, wait, it's kind of hard to do that these days because YouTube keeps censoring it and removing it for supposedly being hate speech. But you can find it over on BitChute. I know that for a fact. Holy shit. He was an agent for the KGB, not an informant. During the interview, he describes the Soviet Union's alleged use of active measures that, in theory, are meant to destabilize opponents without direct military conflict by way of changing a society's power structure and economy. You mean what? Oh, wow. Alleged use of active measures. Let's just ignore the KGB's own files that said that they did this, that were declassified. Let's just ignore all of that. Holy shit, Ian. Don't you realize there are people out there that actually have a clue, that actually know these things, that are going to prove that you're full of shit or that you're just fucking clueless? And that you're covering for communism, you little fucking cum guzzler? You little soy boy cum guzzler? You cock gobbling bitch? I'm sorry, but this asshole needs to be called out. And if it means calling him some names in the process, so be it. Holy shit. And that's exactly what we're seeing happen with China. China's trying to do that right now with the U.S. economy. They've been trying to do something similar to the KGB, at least on the note, like on the Soviet Union, I mean, on the note of like trying to fuck with our economy and weaken us that way. And another thing, we're seeing those active measures being used in this country by the left, by the Marxist left. But they want to be like, oh, there's nothing to see here. So what if we want Marxist ideological beliefs to become reality in the U.S.? So what? Ian, you're a little bitch, dude. Wow. This is like communist fucking propaganda that hates the fact that a video game calls out their bullshit. In short, Bezmenov's suggestion in the full interview is that extending equality to the United States' non-white, non-male population made it ripe for Soviet invasion. That is completely made up and a lie. That is not what it is. I've watched the interview, you lying little sack of shit. That's not what he said at all. What he said was the fact of allowing people into the United States from the Soviet Union and other communist bloc countries, specifically. Okay? Just open, willy-nilly. And from other countries where you have communist people without thoroughly checking their backgrounds and making sure that they're just letting them in. Hey, come on in. Allowing these people to come in could very well lead to the fact of people that are actually assets and spies, you know, meant to destabilize this country could come in. It had nothing to do with skin color, you lying little sack of shit. The countries he's talking about, okay? Holy shit, unless you're talking about like Slavic, Soviet, like Slavic communist, bloc countries, okay? Parts of the former Soviet Union, parts of Russia still today, okay? Everyone is lily white fucking Irish. Hell, they make the Irish look like they've got some fucking melanin in their fucking skin. You dishonest little sleazebag piece of shit. This non-male population. That's not, what the fuck? Oh my God. By not letting in males, we allow communism to take over. Dude, you really think people are fucking stupid if you think that by bringing in women, we brought about this communist situation in this country. That's not what he said. That's not what he implied. I notice you won't even link the interview, you little shitbrick, because you know if someone actually watched it, they would see you're full of shit, which is why I'm actually going to link it. If I can find a copy of it. I think I actually have a link to the BitChute version of it. Or, well, not version, but the copy on BitChute. I'm going to link it so people can see for themselves how full of shit you are. I'll put it in the description. Or at least I'm going to try to remember to put it in the description because you're a fucking scumbag, Ian. Go suck a dick, dude. You probably do. Just for fun, you probably do. You're probably like one of those soy boy guys who can't get women. So like you get together with your male friends and you suck each other off and shit. You go gay for the fact that you're so desperate. I wouldn't be surprised. Fucking little scumbag here. Wow. The official Call of Duty trailer refers to Bezmenov's claims as a chilling warning and implores viewers to know your history, which sure feels like a tactic endorsement of the man's deeply flawed ideology. You're pinning your belief of what his ideology is onto him. His actual ideological belief was anti-communism, was to be against communism. If he was a fucking Cuban from Cuba, and he was speaking out about communism, would you try to frame it racist? Of course you would, because you're a fucking idiot. But it's no different than, say, a Cuban coming and speaking out against communism. Oh my God, Ian, you are a fucking little sleazebag. You, like I said, you try to pin ideologies to him that he's had nothing to do with, has no thing with, no involvement with. You actually mock the fact of knowing your history, shitbrick. Unlike you, as I said at the beginning of this, grew up through, I lived through the Cold War. I went to the former Soviet Union. I have a degree in history. Asshole. Go learn history because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, I'll tell you right now. After going to the Soviet Union and looking at them try to propagandize to us, okay, as 8th graders, and turn us into little soy boy fucking cuck bitches like you who think communism and Marxism are good, all right? I don't know how they managed with morons like you. Actually, I do, because you've been indoctrinated with that shit from day one, from like fucking kindergarten on, like, the communist ideology, the participation generation shit, where everyone should get their fair share and get a ribbon and everything. Life doesn't work like that, you moron. Wow. This just pisses me off. This is why I did this article. Because he's trying to literally say that a guy before the idea of white supremacy really, when they were all fucking LARPers, okay, skinhead LARPers, well, they're still LARPers today, but you know what I mean, back then, all right? And there was no idea of the alt-right. He's trying to assess an ideology that was not even really a thing to Bezmenov at a time when it wasn't a thing. That makes absolutely no sense how he can work this into being some sort of like logical conclusion to his bullshit. It makes no sense whatsoever. Oh wait, he's a lefty, so it doesn't have to make sense. The person interviewing Bezmenov in the footage is far-right conspiracy theorist Edward G. Griffin, which you are literally labeling him as a far-right conspiracy theorist, who has since made a name for himself in HIV/AIDS denialism, which he actually didn't deny HIV or AIDS. You're talking about Media Matters, which lies and twists shit and takes shit out of context, because that was your source there. And this idea of alt-right recruitment, you got some fucking woman spurging out claiming that the guy's alt-right when he isn't. That's your fucking proof, you little sleazebag. You are a fucking scumbag, dude. As a member of the John Birch Society, a famously anti-communist organization focused on establishing a more conservative government in the United States, it makes sense that Griffin would peddle Bezmenov's claims about Soviet interference by way of social progress without any critical analysis. Excuse me, he literally gives, in the fucking interview, he literally gives you a critical analysis of what the whole thing is. He goes through it step by step. He analyzes what he's saying. He shows you and takes you from point A to point B, all the way down through the alphabet to the next point, and lays everything out for you as an expert. What the fuck are you being such a dishonest sleazebag for? Do you honestly think people cannot go and look at the fucking interview and see how full of shit you are? Okay, and this idea of establishing a more conservative government in the United States, it means it makes sense he would peddle the claims? And this idea of social progress, you're conflating communism with social progress, which basically is fucking communism. It's just communism by another fucking name. You assholes call communist Marxist fucking bullshit social progress, so that people are asleep and don't know what the fuck you want, and that you can get away with it. It's communism no matter what. Holy shit, you sleazy little bitch. Dude. You definitely suck cock with your soy boy buddies because you can't find a woman. Holy shit. You fucking lash out like a bitch with claws because you don't like the fact that your bullshit ideology is being called out by the video game. Wow. And I love this no critical analysis. Either you didn't watch the interview, which I'm guessing you probably didn't, but if you did, you know that he did give critical analysis of his statements. So you either are a dishonest shit or you didn't look at the video. I'm guessing you're both, but I'm guessing you didn't watch the video and you are a dishonest shit. No, I know you are one. But anyway, in the Call of Duty trailer, Activision presents Bezmenov's words bereft of its important context. Says the little fucking asshole who's literally putting words into Bezmenov's mouth and lying about what he said. Holy shit, dude. Ian, again, go suck a dick, dude. Wow. As the name suggests, Black Ops Cold War deals with the decades-long struggle between the United States and the Soviet Union. You mean the former Soviet Union, which engaged in various forms of political and proxy warfare as the globe's prevailing superpowers after World War II. He can actually admit that both sides actually... Wow. Well, Bezmenov's warnings seem like obvious fodder in amping up that conflict in the game. His appearance in the game's advertisement has functioned as a sort of dog whistle to legions of reactionaries who consider attempts at establishing social equity to be proof of far-right conspiracy theory known as cultural Marxism. It's literally fucking cultural Marxism. You literally want communism. You want Marxism. You don't want equality of fucking opportunity. You want equality of fucking outcome. That is fucking communism. That is Marxism. You dumb little shit. Oh my God. You are a fucking moron, dude. Okay? And it's not a dog whistle to legions of reactionaries who consider attempts at establishing social equality. We already have social equality. See, this whole thing of cultural Marxism, the identity politics, the oppression Olympics, okay, that's about elevating yourself or your group above others. That's not about fucking social equity, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Social equity is you think that you deserve to get shit. That's communism, you dumb fuck. That was social equality. Social equity, though, same thing, motherfucker. Social equity means that you want to get free fucking shit, as in communism, as in socialism. You want to steal from person A, okay, and person B and person C because V thinks that you're deserving of it. You're a fucking cum-guzzling little gutter slut, dude. You're literally describing with social equity, okay? The idea, social equity is literally communist Marxism. And you go, well, they think it's cultural Marxism. Holy shit, you are a fucking moron. You really are a fucking moron. Cultural Marxism is a modern spin on the notion of cultural Bolshevism, which was a tactic used by the early Nazi Party and... Oh, we have to bring this full around to the fucking Nazis and the alt-right here with some really fucking bullshit, like, claim here. But anyway, cultural Marxism is a modern spin on the notion of cultural Bolshevism, which was a tactic used by the early Nazi Party in Germany to discredit supposed dissidents, usually among the Jewish population, as was its wont, as dangerous so-called traditional values. Whoa. I love how he leaves this out. Okay. This idea of cultural Bolshevism. Oh, it was meant to target Jews. No, it was the actual fucking communists in Germany. The whole rise of the Nazi Party was the result of the fucking communists acting like fucking spurging shitbricks like they are here in this fucking country right now. They were taking to the streets. They were looting. They were burning. They were assaulting fucking people. Okay, and you know what happened? Hitler saw an opportunity and he went, if I say I'm going to take these fucking commies and I'm going to bash their fucking skulls in and we're going to take care of these fucking commies, okay, people are going to vote for us. Well, he didn't say bash them in, but we'll handle the commies. And that's exactly what happened, okay? He went out there and said, look, communism's trying to take over your country. Hey, my form of socialism, yes, I'm lefty like the others, but I'm traditional values lefty. I'm not a Marxist, but I am a socialist, he says. He goes, hey, look, you'll get your free shit, but you're not going to have that Marxist fucking crap. Okay, we'll take care of those fucking commies. We'll stop them from looting. We'll stop them from rioting. We'll stop them from burning shit down. We'll stop them from assaulting you. His brown shirts go out there, start bashing commie skulls, and the next thing you know, a lot of those fucking commies actually jumped ship and joined the Nazi Party. A convenient little historical truth that people like to leave out because they craved power and control over people more than anything. You are a scumbag, dude. You leave out historical context, and then you literally bring the Jews into this, which were a separate issue with the Nazis. Or you're trying to bring them in with the fact that a lot of those communists just happen to be from that particular, ethnic religious background. Let's just ignore that. When you say, oh, they were targeting Jews, were those Jews communists? Like devout communists who were like, causing the rioting and the looting and shit in Germany? Oh, that's right, they were. Well, they were communists first and foremost, so it didn't have anything to do with them being Judens. Okay? You fucking idiot. Moving on for this propaganda piece with this shipwreck moron. See, traditional values. All right, this is what's funny. Before we do that, though, because I wanted to cover this part. Black Lives Matter wants to get rid of the nuclear family, wants to get rid of all the traditional values. It says it right on their fucking website. And he's talking about, making traditional values like a joke. When you have blacks going, whoa, wait a minute. You want to get rid of you don't want a mother and a father in a home. Are you fucking daft? When black people are saying that should raise some red flags. Anyway, in this way, diversity and societal growth, away from prejudice, were treated as divisive and insidious, clearing a path for the country's eventual acceptance of Nazism. I just basically explained how it happened, you little shitbrick. Why don't you revise history a little bit more, you lying sack of shit? The falsehood of cultural Marxism has been used ever since to embolden the growing white nationalist movement in blaming society's ills on the fictitious boogeyman of marginalized populations rather than the people in power who actually exploit the world and its most valuable inhabitants, the most vulnerable inhabitants. Okay. This is fucking like cultural Marxist fucking word salad here. The falsehood of cultural Marxism. Do you or do you not believe in Marxist belief based on identity politics? Yes or no? Clearly you do. That's cultural Marxism. You are literally espousing the beliefs of cultural Marxism, and you are trying to say it is not real. That's like 1984 levels of thinking people are fucking stupid. Holy shit. And I hate to break it to you, but those LARPing alt-right shitbricks, you dumb fuck, they're identitarians like you. They believe in the same fucking things as you do. They are fucking lefties. For fuck's sake, Richard fucking Spencer, you dumb shit, endorsed fucking creepy Uncle Joe. The only thing is they think that the only way that their socialist Marxist utopia will work is if they get rid of everyone who isn't white. Whereas you guys basically think that the white people are the root of all evil and they need to pay for your fucking Marxist utopia. You're both fucking the same racist coin, just opposite fucking sides of it. And the thing is, asshole, I'm a mutt. I know about cultural Marxism. It's easy to see if you have a historical fucking context, if you maybe studied history. This isn't a conspiracy theory. You can literally see that the network and apparatus that the Soviet Union had created was left over after the fall of the Soviet Union itself. And those people went and said, shit, well, we want to bring about our Marxist utopia. And they adapted because they did not want to die, because they had to come up with a way to push their communist bullshit, because it's like, well, shit, communism just failed. Hey, let's bring in identity politics. Let's bring in the cultural Marxist bullshit. I mean, they didn't call it that back then, but you get the idea. Moron. This is a fucking idiot. One A-class moron. White nationalism is a variegated movement, but most groups see the future of white America as threatened by liberalizing forces of cultural Marxism. Right, Heidi Bright, co-founder of the Global Project Against Hate and Extremism, and Kevin Hicks, professor of English at Alabama State University in Hate Crimes, Volume 1. Ultimately, this has come to embody feminists, homosexuals, secular humanists, multiculturalists, oh my God, sex educators, environmentalists, immigrants, and black nationalists. What? Wow, they are fucking deluded. Holy shit. They want environmentalists, like tree-hugging sycophantic psychopaths, to be considered a fucking group that people, to be treated like fucking immigrants and black. Oh my God. And this idea of black nationalists. So wait a minute. It's okay to have black nationalists, according to this Kotako fucking shitbrick. But white nationalists aren't okay. Well, no. If you want to make it okay for black nationalists, then it should be okay for white nationalists. Otherwise, you're being fucking racist, because don't you want equality? Because if the blacks can have black nationalists, then the whites should have white nationalists. By your own fucking logic, that would be actual equity, social equity, because you'd have equality. Oh, wait, no, you want to, never mind. You don't want equality as an equity. You just want what you think is yours. Or in this case, dude, you're a fucking idiot. And this idea, oh my God, from Heidi Bright, co-founder of the Global Project Against Hate and Extremism. And it's a variegated movement, but most groups see the future of white America as threatened by liberalizing forces of cultural Marxism. When you are literally having the Democrats and left import people from the third world that will vote Democrat and will vote for fucking communism and for fucking socialism and the same shit that destroyed their country. They're not trying to tip the scales in their advantage. That wasn't the plan when fucking Teddy, I can't get a blowjob while driving over a bridge in Martha's Vineyard, fucking Kennedy. Okay, when he fucking went to the American people and went to Congress and said, oh, my immigration reform, oh, it won't affect the makeup of this country. Oh no, we'll be more fair about it. And you can't be someone from Europe, okay, and easily get into this country, but you can be someone from the third fucking world, from socialist, lefty fucking voting fucking countries, been instantly get into this country. That didn't shift the demographics of it. Regardless of skin color, what the fuck kind of crack are you smoking, dude? Is it like the cheap shit that's like the byproduct from when they actually make, like cocaine and shit? Because that shit really fries your brain compared to actual crack. And it appears that your brain is fried beyond fucking belief. Oh my God. Pushing this shit. This is fucking ridiculous. ridiculous. This asshole needs to get a fucking clue. Learn history. Maybe stop being a little soy boy commie shitbrick, Marxist shitbrick, and, stuff like that. The term more recently gained popularity in gaming circles thanks to what else? Gamergate. Oh, God. Fucking Sargon is coming in his shorts right now. And they even, I guess, mention him in this. So he's really coming in his shorts. He's like, oh, I got mentioned by Kotaku. Gamergate 2.0. Oh, wait. Gamergate 2.0. Oh, my God. He's fucking loving every minute of this. The specter of cultural Marxism is routinely conjured to decry anything that doesn't adhere to the straight white cis male perspective that has dominated the video game industry for decades, such as the introduction of playable female characters in Battlefield 5. That was never an issue. Okay, people laughed at it because you don't have women fighting World War fucking II like that, unless you're talking the Soviet Union, maybe. Which I believe that was Battlefield 5 was World War II. But yeah, they did that with a World War II game, and they were like, oh, well, that doesn't historically accurate. And the left is fucking spurged out because they went, that isn't historically accurate. And LGBTQ representation in The Lost of Us Part 2. Video games that go woke. Video games are about escapism. If fucking Grand Theft Auto went and pulled this woke shit, you stupid fucks, do you actually think they would sell video games? No. They wouldn't. If they geared to what you want, okay, if your character was white, he'd be instantly fucking shot by police. He'd get out of his car and get fucking shot and be like, oh, that's payback. You would actually go vote for something like that. You seriously would. You'd say something like that is good to show how the other half lives. You would, because you're that fucking retarded. Oh, my God. Anyway, seeing Bezmenov promoted by Call of Duty in such an uncritical way feels like a winking acknowledgement of those bullshit complaints. In an uncritical way. It's set in the 1980s, and the premise of the game is exactly what Bezmenov is speaking to in those clips. About subversion of the fucking country. Are you seriously this fucking retarded? Holy shit. What the hell? Sorry about that. Oh my God. I apologize for that. It locked up for a second. Oh my God. All right. Where the hell am I? I apologize for this. All right. Oh, wow. That royally fucked me up here. I apologize. Okay, this is where we are. Okay, sorry. Seeing Bezmenov promoted by Call of Duty in such an uncritical way. Yeah, I already read this, okay? But it's bullshit complaints. This is so funny. This guy is pissed that it exposes his bullshit. He knows this is what's going on. Well, never invoking cultural Marxism by name because it wasn't a thing back then. See, that kind of came about, you ignorant little shit, after the fall of communism and the apparatus they had installed in this throughout this country needed a way to bring about their little communist fucking utopia, you dumb shit. And that's what brought about cultural Marxism. Go learn history. But anyway, well, it's never invoked cultural Marxism by name. Bezmenov's warning ran parallel to its core tenets. In his various lectures and interviews, Bezmenov said that any attempt to establish social equality for women, for blacks, or for the LGBTQ community in the United States was merely a Soviet ploy to weaken American society from within. He never said anything like that, which is why I'm going to include the interview that you're talking about in the links. What he said is he brought up the fact of how, which it's actually come out from KGB documents, they actually brought in the gay pedophile thing, a lot of it, into the Catholic Church. This is from their own declassified fucking files. And they did that to corrupt religion and to go after the United States. Because even though Catholics are a small percentage, look at what that scandal does to this country and the demoralization it has with the Catholic Church. Wow, you are a fucking idiot. He never said anything you claim. I'm including the link, asshole. You're fucked. You are beyond fucked. They're going to see how full of shit you are. You sleazy little fucking bitch. Ian, dude, suck a dick. I know I keep telling you to do that, and you probably like doing it, so it's not really a benefit, or like a put down or anything, so maybe I should find something else to take a shot at Yap, because you look like you like taking a cock in your mouth. To quote Danny Trejo in Madness in the Method, you probably think, it's not gay if the balls don't touch your mouth. Anyway. He frequently criticized leftists, feminists, and those involved in equal rights and anti-war movements as useful idiots, or pawns whose demands were an opening for the Soviet Union to destabilize the United States. Well, considering when you're talking about these particular groups that want more than equality, and they are literally pushing for like Marxist ideals, like feminists and shit, outcome of equality of outcome as opposed to equality of opportunity. Yeah, okay. Sure. They are useful idiots, you fucking moron. This guy's an idiot. But anyway, as useful idiots are pawns whose demand were an open. Yeah, they are. That term was used in the very same interview from which Activision pulled footage for Call of Duty Black Ops War. But again, the trailer glosses over that part of the discussion. So wait a minute. You don't like the fact that he calls out that you're useful pawns and idiots? You don't like the fact that he calls out that you're useful pawns and idiots? You don't. Clearly, if it's not. Wait, whoa. So here you are. I just proved that you're a dishonest piece of shit. You clearly had to watch the fucking interview, you dumb shit, to make this claim. And you're lying about the interview like you didn't. Oh my God, you are such a scumbag, dude. Oof. Well, everyone has been happy to share the Black Ops Cold War video far and wide purely as a piece of marketing. The implications of Bezmenov's appearance haven't been lost on the far-right figures like Carl Sargon of Akkad Benjamin, a popular anti-feminist YouTuber who, during his failed attempt at getting elected to the Parliament of the European Union, joked about raping a British politician. Well, actually, all right, first off, Sargon said he wouldn't rape Jess fucking what's-her-faces, which is completely tacky and was like, all right, he thought, I'm going on the libs with that one. Fucking retarded shit, okay, was way before he ran for fucking office, you dumb shit. All right, that was him just being a fucking retard long before he killed UKIP. Second, he's not far right. And I love how you're conflating far right and alt right here, but he's not far right. The far right, okay, people like Milo Yiannopoulos look at him and go, "Oh my God, he's a fucking joke." And everyone else who's like conservative towards the further end of right, look at Milo and go, "He's a fucking joke." Think he's an attention fucking whore, okay? So you're bringing up Sargon of fuckwad. You're bringing up the soy father, the Don of La Soya Nostra, and you think this helps sell your shit. We've got a Spurg referencing a Spurg. It's so fucking funny. And I love this, like, because Carl fucking Sargon of Akkad Benjamin, okay, Soygon of Applebee's here, decided that he was, I'm sure he's going to milk it. And he's going to keep bringing up the Bezmenov thing between now and when the game premieres, but is released. But because he fucking wants to beat it like a dead horse, you don't like that? Why? Because it sells what the bullshit that he's trying to put. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a Spurg, and some of the things he says might have some merit, but he's a fucking Spurg. And you don't like the fact that the shit backs him up. Huh. So you got to bring up something that's completely unrelated just to personally attack him. I can't believe I'm defending the fucking soy father. Holy shit. I have to defend the soy father with Ian here, who's a bigger soy-filled bitch than him. Oh my God. This is sad. But anyway, so in an August 20 video entitled "The New Call of Duty Game Mainstreams Yuri Bezmenov," Benjamin is absolutely giddy about the prospect of impressionable viewers being taken in by Bezmenov's cultural Marxist adjacent ideology. You mean by historical fucking fact. You don't want them to see historical fucking fact that shows that those people, the apparatus, the fucking system that the Soviet Union installed into the United States survived and mutated into this cultural Marxist shit. You don't want that to be seen? Oh my God, you poor baby. I mean, this is so funny. And then they got some guy here doing this is so sad. This guy's so desperate. This is an overall, all right. So anyway, this is the overall plan that Yuri Bezmenov gives us for ideological subversion, Benjamin says while ranting about anti-police brutality demonstrations and workers' unions. Really, there's no such thing as equality, as Yuri points out in his lectures. Equality is a ridiculous goal. Well, equality, I love how you leave this out. Equality, and then you do dot. You're leaving something out. What did he say? Equality of outcome? Maybe? Oh my God. I can't believe I'm having to defend the fucking soy father. It is not clear what role, if any, Bezmenov plays in the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. The ideology he espouses in the trailer might actually serve as the game's antagonistic force. Who knows? So you don't even know what the fuck he's doing there and you're freaking out about it and being a complete spurg. Okay. Whatever the case may be, it is irresponsible for the developers to disseminate his ideas without context, especially by the way of a game that is already popular among impressionable adolescents and disaffected men with far-right tendencies like Anders Breivik, the Norwegian terrorist who murdered 77 people, many of them children, to save Norway from cultural Marxism. Oh my God, take something out of context. They're literally trying to equate Sargon of fuckwad with this shitbrick. Okay, and Yuri Bezmenov with Nazi ideology, they're trying to conflate a communist with a fucking Nazi. Or I should say a former communist. Good job here, Ian. This guy's a fucking moron. This is not to say that Call of Duty public... Wait a minute, hold on. There was another thing I wanted to cover here real quick. So basically, he wants them also to put context in that pushes their bullshit and goes, oh, well, what Yuri Bezmenov said isn't true. This is just fiction for the game, even though he said it, and the KGB files actually, that were declassified show it's true. Let's just ignore that. So this is the context we want. We want you to say that this is complete bullshit. It's far-right ideology, okay, and that people shouldn't buy into it, even though the KGB said they were doing it. That's what you want, Ian. That's literally what you want. You are a fucking scumbag, dude. Okay. That's not to say that Call of Duty's publisher Activision is free of these kinds of gaffes, intentional or not. This is the same series that, for example, hired Oliver North as an advisor on 2012's Black Ops 2. So, wait a minute. We're talking about a guy who literally ran Black Ops. Ever hear of Iran fucking Contra, you idiot? He was neck deep in that shit. He ran that black fucking op. You don't think he knows what Black Ops are? You don't think someone who runs Black Ops makes a good technical fucking advisor? Are you seriously this fucking deranged, deluded, lefty fucking spurging like retarded? Holy shit. North, formerly a Fox News host and president of the National Rifle Association, is a controversial figure in American politics. He earned the national spotlight in 1986 as a key figure in the Iran-Contra affair, which saw the United States covertly sell weapons to Iran in order to fund right-wing death squads in Nicaragua as a way of destabilizing that country's elected socialist government. And that is a lie. You had a communist fucking dictator, you lying little shit. You weren't even fucking alive. It was a communist fucking dictatorship, you dumb shit. Number one. Number two, they weren't far-right death squads, okay? One person's death squad is another person's freedom fucking fighters, you cock-gobbling bitch. You trying to portray Reagan as and fucking Ollie North and Iran-Contra as them funding death squads, you lying little sack of shit. Show me in the fucking congressional hearings where there was any fucking evidence that there were fucking death squads, because that would have come out in the congressional hearings back in 1986, you cock-gobbling little bitch. Come on now. Seriously, you lying little sack of shit. What, you don't think people who actually were alive back then, who might actually have studied fucking history, might be able to call your shit out? Show me where in the congressional fucking hearings on Iran-Contra, cock gobbler. Show me where it says there were death squads, because there wasn't. You literally had people who were being murdered by fucking communists, okay, who decided to put up a fight against the communists. Wow. Okay. One fucking candidate, El Presidente, okay, that you have to vote for regardless, is an elected fucking government to this shit brick. Holy shit. Okay, Nicaragua back then was a fucking dictatorship, buddy. Holy shit. You weren't even fucking alive. Don't talk about shit you don't have a clue about. God damn. Destabilizing the nation's socialist government. You mean a communist government that was in bed with the Soviet Union, that was killing its own fucking people, that had its own death squads. You lying sack of shit. They were the ones running the death squads. Just like Maduro has been running death squads, which I'm sure you'd be like, oh, there's nothing to see there. Maduro's a kindly leader. He was elected. Even though his own government, he is illegitimate. He had to rewrite his whole fucking government to stay in power when the Congress said, get the fuck out, bitch. Jesus Christ, dude. You are a scumbag. Oh my God. North also made a cameo appearance in the game itself. When interviewed by Kotaku in 2012, Black Ops 2's developer hand-waved concerns about North's involvement. Yes, because you're retarded fucking spurgs. Holy shit. More recently, 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare courted controversy by attributing its fictionalized version of the very real Highway of Death massacre, during which an American-led coalition bombed a convoy. Highway of Death massacre, during which an American-led coalition bombed a convoy of retreating soldiers and civilian refugees in 1991's first Gulf War to the game's Russian antagonists. Well, first off, there is question about what happened in that situation. I love how you think it's so fucking cut and dry. To this day, you're just automatically assuming that, oh yeah, they did that. Wasn't it fucking Saddam Hussein who made that claim? Wasn't he the one who said, come on now. I think he might have, actually. If memory serves. I could be wrong on that one, though. This is ridiculous. These instances show that the Call of Duty is no stranger to flirting with far-right sentiments and even papering over American war crimes in an effort to present the United States as an idealized good guy. Holy fucking shit. All you've done is lie through this whole fucking thing to attack them and claim communism isn't... what Bezmenov said isn't real, even though you're literally pushing Marxist fucking ideology with this social equity bullshit. When everyone's already equal, you dumb bitch. Okay? Black people get shot less than white people by cops, but yet, we should have looting and rioting and people taking to the streets. Because it's fucking racist. Well, okay, if it's racist, we'll shoot more black people. Let's let them be less hesitant with their fucking guns. Let's get to parity. That would be equality. That'd be social equity. I'm not literally saying that, but that's what it would be. You dumb shit. This guy is a fucking retard. Jesus Christ. Black Ops Cold War and its promotion of the cultural Marxism farce. Ha 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 ha! No, you mean the reality of cultural Marxism is just the latest in a string of decisions that are questionable at best and actively dangerous at worst. So, you got teachers not liking the fact that parents are seeing through their bullshit because now that the kids are being homeschooled, they're actually seeing the indoctrination going on. And this little shitbrick doesn't like the fact that you got Call of Duty calling out the indoctrination. This is like a losing year for them on this type of shit right now. It's so funny. There is no Jewish plot to destabilize America by burning bras or marching for equal rights. Well, first off, that's never been a thing of Call of Duty, you little shitbrick Ian. I love how you got to bring the Jew thing in to make it about white supremacy and all this other shit. But you leave out the fact of something called Zionism, okay? And Zionists and anything that has an ist in it, okay? Whether it's feminist, communist, socialist, okay? It's about elevating one particular group over the rest, over everyone else. Cultural Marxist, same thing. We're seeing it go on right now. Okay, so if we're talking about Zionism and people putting, say, Israel before the interests of the United States, there's some of that going on because you have politicians that put another country before their own or what's supposed to be their own. You have conservatives like Ben Shapiro who claim to be a conservative, who claim to love this fucking country, but they want this country, he wants this country, okay, to basically be Israel's enforcer, and he gets pissed when Trump won't fucking, bomb a bunch of fucking Muslims. Or Middle Eastern people, I should say. And that's on both sides that they try to play this shit. So don't even. I love this next line. Our society won't crumble because the kids are told it's okay to be gay. That's not what Bezmenov is saying. That's not what anyone's saying. That's not anything that's part of this context of this whole thing here. But you want to make it into that because you want to make it sound like these people are whack jobs when that's not what's being said. But in publicizing Bezmenov this way, which he never said anything about it not being okay to be gay, with little criticism or scrutiny of the far-right sensibilities his nonsensical worldview invigorates, Activision has given its fans a direct path to his philosophy while also leaving out crucial contextual details that explain its origins and the dangerous effects it has already had on the modern world. Wow! So basically, he wants lies and bullshit to accompany Yuri Bezmenov's statements. That basically says he's full of shit and a conspiracy theorist. Because he's speaking truth. He's speaking the facts. The KGB's declassified documents say that's what they were doing. Exactly what he said. Idiot. This guy's a fucking idiot. Oh, no one will think to actually, someone who actually knows won't actually question me. All this shit's been declassified by by Russia. That they were doing this shit. My God. Or I should say that the former Soviet Union was doing that shit. The dangerous effect it's had on the modern world. Do you mean that you aren't able to have your little Marxist takeover happen because people are waking up and you don't like the fact that Yuri's words are going to wake up more people and make it harder? Well, fucking wow, dude. I think the people taking to the streets, pushing for your little Marxist ideology, looting and rioting and, all that other shit, I think they're turning people off to it. Dumb fuck. Oh, God. At the time of writing, Benjamin's video has over 146,000 views. His right-wing commenters, oh my God, everyone there's a right-wing commenter. Okay. Not to mention reactionaries who already understood the history behind the footage the Call of Duty trailer utilizes are quite happy with the way in which Activision's choice to uncritically feature Bezmenov in its advertising campaign. Wait. I think they critically featured him when he's actually the main thing on the whole fucking thing. Wow. But anyway, in its advertising campaign, has the potential to greatly expand the reach of both the Soviet defectors' ideology and the conspiracy theory of cultural Marxism. You mean the fact of cultural Marxism? And this idea of the defectors' ideology. What ideology are you talking about? He literally was calling out communism. There's no ideology involved. He's literally calling out communism. He lived under fucking communism. He worked for the KGB, helping to do the shit that he was basically calling out. And you seriously want to play it like it's an ideology when the KGB's own declassified documents, as I keep saying, say that they were doing this. Dude, you are a fucking waste of space. Your mother should have swallowed and done the fucking world a favor because the best part of you ran down her inner thigh. Holy shit. Anyway, let's get through the last part here. People who've never seen Yuri's interview before thinks This is just a game. One popular comment under IGN's upload for the trailer reads, but everything he said was an actual warning for what is happening now. Oh! He doesn't like that someone can see that Yuri Bezmenov was calling this shit out. Ouch! And he has to leave it till the end. Ooh. Activision did not respond to Kotaku's request for comment. Oh, I can see why, you little Marxist shitbrick. Ian, you're a fucking cock-gobbling little bitch, dude. Seriously. As someone who's been to the fucking former Soviet Union, okay, I witnessed them. They took us to the best schools. They took us to places to show us how great fucking communism was. We literally were sitting there, okay, with kids in classes at different schools. We went to one in Moscow. We went into one in Novgorod and Stalingrad, which is now, back to being called St. Petersburg. And I can't remember, it happened in more than one school, but I can't remember which cities it was, because, we're talking 30 some odd years ago. You had our tour guide, in quotes there, keeping an eye on us. But, the classroom was a little loud. And we were talking, and we were trying to keep it low, so, in groups, so that, we couldn't be heard, specifically talking about things that the Soviet Union obviously wouldn't want us talking about. And it got to where we were kind of passing notes at one point because we couldn't be too inconspicuous about it talking-wise. And, even back then, the kids were kind of waking up to the shit going on then. All right? And they're trying to feed us this one picture, and the reality was a different story. You're trying to feed this one picture, like they did, of what your cultural Marxist bullshit is, and say, oh, it's not cultural Marxism. No. It's social equity, which is literally Marxist ideology. And you think you're fucking different. And you think this scares you. This is why I did this video. And this took me way longer than I wanted. All right. This took me way longer than I wanted to get through. But this needed to be really called out. This is an idiot. This is a shitbrick. This is a little fucking soy boy who wants Marxism. Who doesn't like the fact that it's being exposed for the fucking shit that it is. He doesn't like the fact that the apparatus that allowed for his cultural Marxism, that he loves so much to come about in this country, is being exposed by having people be exposed to Yuri Bezmenov. Anyway, I've more than covered this well enough. This is almost an hour long here. We're almost 4 minutes short. Anyway, or 3 minutes and change. Anyway, I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.